Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're getting extremely specific. We're looking at a piece of hardware that you've probably seen dozens of times in a conference room and never ever thought about. It's the Kramer TBUS-1N-B. Now it's discontinued, but this little table-mounted connection box was, a staple for years. And our mission today is to sort of unpack the engineering paradox hiding right under its little black lid.
Yeah, it's a perfect case study in design constraints. Basically, it's an enclosure that you install right into a tabletop to solve that universal problem of, cables just sprawling everywhere.
A mess, right?
Exactly. So it had to be durable, it had to be subtle, and it had to be incredibly flexible.
Okay, let's dig into the actual materials here. That lid, for example, it's not just a piece of plastic.
No, not at all. It's black sandblast anodized aluminum.
Which feels like a very deliberate, a very premium choice. Why go to that trouble?
Well, the durability is a big one.
Why?
And aesthetics. That sandblasted finish gives it a non-reflective, very high-end look that's designed to just disappear into the furniture.
And the mechanics of it are pretty clever, too. It doesn't just flip up and get in the way.
Right. It retracts. It slides down into the unit itself, which maintains that completely flat, sleek profile, even when you're using it.
And you can pass cables through that special opening so things stay tidy. But the core idea here seems to be the modularity. This isn't an all-in-one box you just buy.
No, and that's the defining characteristic. That's the most important thing to get. You purchase the enclosure, then you purchase the power socket you needed, then the power cord, then all the little inserts like HDMI or Ethernet or USB, all of them separately.
Which, honestly, sounds like a bit of a headache for whoever has to order all those different part numbers.
It creates friction, absolutely, but it also forces customization. Think about it. A university might need 2 power outlets and maybe an old VGA insert.
Right, for a legacy projector or something.
Exactly. But a financial firm might need 3 dedicated power sockets and 2 HDMI ports. This system made sure you only installed and paid for precisely what you needed.
So let's talk about the installation. This isn't a minor thing. It's a real physical commitment to the table itself.
Oh, it's permanent infrastructure, no question.
You're carving a hole that's almost 8 by 7 inches into what could be a very expensive conference table. And the unit itself weighs about, 4.5 pounds?
It is 4.4 pounds, and the level of detail is impressive. They knew tables have different thicknesses.
Okay. How do they handle that?
They included these adjustable screw holes in the inner frame, specifically so you could raise or lower it to get a perfectly flush fit, whether it was a thin laminate top or, thick hardwood.
This is where it gets really complex for me, and I think it's the core insight of the whole product, the global compatibility.
This is where you see who the real intended customer was.
So what does that huge array of power sockets tell you?
It tells you they were targeting massive multinational corporations, global agencies. This one box had to be ready for anyone walking into that boardroom from anywhere.
So we're talking specific socket assemblies for the USA, the UK, Switzerland, Germany.
Italy, Australia, Israel, Brazil, South Africa, and even the general Euroclug standard. The list is huge.
And that's the paradox, isn't it? You have this one single sleek aluminum component that's designed to manage the absolute chaos of global electrical standards.
It's a physical device meant to bridge systems that have totally different voltages, totally different plug shapes across, 10 major regions?
It's a brilliant example of a design that's TAA compliant, focused on hiding clutter and solving this huge global problem all at once.
And that really raises the big question for you to think about. What does the simple need for this one elegant black box reveal about the invisible logistical complexity required to organize a truly international modern conference?
That seamless experience that you just take for granted.
It rests on an incredible amount of engineering oversight that is specifically designed to be hidden from you.
So the next time you walk into a tidy conference room, remember that every sleek surface is probably hiding a solution just like this one. What other hidden infrastructure is making your day run so smoothly? That's something for you to mull over. We'll see you on the next deep dive.